mixer doesn't turn off with the switch. So I'm gonna show you how to fix that today. Unplug it and then take off this top screw here. Once you take the screw off the top, just take this off here. This cord, and I guess while you have it open, you can clean up power cord, clean up any messes that you have. This outer ring here, you can just stick this in here and kind of pry it off. Already pried mine off. And then after that, you need to take this. So we have to, after removing the ring, we have to remove this little pin here. Man, I'm tearing up my mixer because this thing is stuck. All I have to like really use is like this. You put it here and like hammer it until this little pin comes out. It's coming out slowly, but it is coming out, and I'm scratching it all up. But I want to get it fixed, so.
Wait, are you a human being or a Pokemon? Tell me what to do.
It's coming out. Okay. Oh. Well, push it out. Oh, some little indentation. There's some little indentations about right here, right here. So you can stick your screwdrivers in and pry it off. Maybe. And to pry it off, and it's working, but it's taking a lot of muscle. Finally got this thing off. Oh my gosh. Here. 5 of them. Screws out. Make sure you get all of these screws here, and then back here there's screws, and there's one screw in the back that has like a safety washer. Make sure you keep that washer on that screw and put it in the same place, because it's a safety, and it acts like if the other screws were to get loose, that one holds it in place. And on this side is that safety washer I was telling you about. All those screws are out. You're gonna lift this whole motor off of the stand, and instead of doing it with one hand because it's super heavy, try using one hand here and pull it straight. It's going to be lots of grease and oil, so what you want to do is make sure you don't throw that away. You want to if you're trying to do something here, you want to scrape that off and put it back in here. But if you're just fixing the lever, we're just gonna leave it there. My problem was the off switch on the top of the motor here, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. This is the simplest fix ever. The hard part is to taking the stand mixer apart, but this right here, all you have to do is tighten this up. That's it. This screw right here was loose. That's the only thing. And now I already tightened it up. Look, it stays. All right, so I'm just gonna put it back together, and then I'm gonna run it and see if that tighten up that screw. So you don't make a mess like I did. I got it all over my clothes and the floor and everything. When you pick this up to put it back on, be careful the way you do it, because this piece right here will fall out. If you like lean it this way, this whole thing will fall out. So I picked it up and tried to put it back on, and it fell out and all over the floor, and now I have grease everywhere. My clothes are all messed up. This has a gap and it's not going. Do not push it and force it. Here, and then just turn it until it's like lined up, and then it falls down, or it goes down for you. See, there you go. And then here, and then the back. But remember to make sure that you replace that screw with this washer. I was trying to put the back screws in here, they weren't going in, and I did look. I did not have this lined up right. This black little drip thing or whatever it is to stop the oil from coming out, it's not lined up. So just make sure you have everything lined up before you put the screws. So just remember that this screw goes in the back with the washer here. After you get done tightening all your screws, we're gonna go ahead and put back on the planetara or whatever they call it. That thing that has grease. Here's what it's called, as long as you show me how to fix it. Well, that's what I'm doing today. Show you how to fix it. Go ahead and put it on the shaft there and wiggle it until it goes. But the gear up in there is not lined up, so you lined up in there by turning it just by a little bit, so you can get it in there. All right, so once you get that on there, you can look in there and it's not aligned up. You can use a screwdriver if you have one that fits, but I just use a drill bit. Put it in there and just kind of press down on this little thing to get it to come down. And then once you do that, put this in there and then hammer it just tap it through that you have. Once you get that done, just go ahead and put your ring back on. You can use your hammer to kind of like tap it into place. Don't do it so hard so you don't dent it. It should go on there. Once you're done, turn your mixer around and put the power cord back into the bottom spot that you took it out of. This video is not so great because I'm holding them by myself. Okay, once you do that, where's the bottom piece? Oh, I washed the bottom piece out because it was gross. Alright, so once you do that, you get this, and make sure that this little paper thing right here, it covers up like the, I don't know, I really don't know what stuff's called. Just make sure it's in the grooves right there when you put this on. And then just go ahead and screw this. Your cords are out the way. There's two little hooks down here. Just want to hook those into place so it stays on there, so when you screw it in, the bottom doesn't lift up. So everything is back together. Let's see if it works. I'll plug it in. There we go. Let's see if it turns off and stays off by itself. Yes, and it's fixed.